Okay, boys and girls, we're now going to take the websites that we found, that you found that were good resources, and now we're going to turn them into notes. So you can choose your favorite website, you can choose anyone, and we're going to take notes. So let's start off. I'm first going to start with one research question. My research question is, where does the koala live? So I'm going to focus on that research question right now. So I'm going to click on my web address that I want to go to, and I'm going to go to it. Remember, you can also, if I don't have this blue, I can highlight it. Remember, only to end to the beginning, no extra space, and I can copy it and paste it and say paste and go, and that will bring me to the same place. Either one works. So now that I'm taking, now I'm inside the web address, and this one is from the San Diego Zoo. So I'm gonna wait to watch the video right now, and my job is to look for things about the habitat. The first thing I see, the first thing at the top, I see habitat, eucalyptus, woodlands, and forest. If I keep reading, so I have already read for the first few paragraphs already. So I would expect that you would read it, all the sentences, but now I know I've gotten down to here now. So koalas, it says, are native to southeastern and eastern Australia, living in forests of eucalyptus trees. Okay, so I'm gonna stop there, and I'm gonna pause, and I'm going to now turn it into a note. So what we're going to do is we are going to take the information we find in our sources, and we are going to write a note. So for example, right now I have a sentence. We do not want to copy the sentences onto our notes. So what our rule is going to be is we're going to say, we want to say it's either 6 words or less. Okay? So what you want to make sure is that anything that we want to say, we're only going to do it in 6 words or less. So we're not going to do complete sentences. Okay, so let's take this. Koalas are native to southeastern and eastern Australia. Okay, so we know that their habitat, so I'm going to say habitat. And then I'm going to say southeastern and eastern Australia. Make sure you put in your capitals where there are supposed to be capitals, so that you know when you're writing a report what's supposed to be a capital. Okay, so all I've done is I've said habitat, southeastern and eastern Australia. So we have in less than 6 words, I have here that we have the habitat, it's in southeastern and eastern Australia. Then I'm going to take the next fact, that they live in forests of eucalyptus trees. Okay, so again, in 6 words or less, I've written a habitat, they live in forests of eucalyptus trees. So now I've answered where, like what part of the world, and now the habitat or the biome, they're in forest, and especially where there are eucalyptus trees. So as I keep going, I keep reading that about them. Then I go to this next sentence. Being on the ground all the time would be a disadvantage because predators could catch them easily. So I've written in 6 words, predators could catch on the ground. Now I've written with just enough words so that I understand what that means, but few enough words that I'm not taking the author's words and pretending they're my own. So we want to make sure that we do that as well. Instead, they adapt up in the eucalyptus trees, rear family. Okay, now I need to decide what is important information. I'll probably get to this one with food, so I don't feel like this is important right now, and I go to the next. So eucalyptus trees, forests are home, shelter, and food for koalas. This sounds like a pretty important statement that eucalyptus trees provide everything. It's the home where they live, the shelter from their cold and the rain or anything or sun, and it also provides a food for them. So everything they need is right in the eucalyptus trees. So what you're going to do is you're going to keep going. You're going to start making your own notes using 6 words or less, okay? And so that you can know that the words are from you and your words, not from the author. Remember, do not put anything on your paper or on your note that you don't understand, okay? For example, if I don't know what the word threatened means, I cannot write it on my note. I need to go look it up and find out what does threatened mean, but you may not put any word that doesn't belong to you. So you can go ahead and start to write your notes.